What's up, guys? Welcome back to day 4 of my Micros challenge. Let me tell y'all something now. Remember when I told you I was gonna keep it real? That means I gotta show the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? Okay, day 4 was bad and ugly. Bad and ugly. All right, so I'm just gonna start that off. I'm gonna play my trade so y'all can see how bad and ugly it was, but at some point, I was up almost $500 and I made the mistake of looking at my P&L and I saw that I was only about $85 away from passing. And you know, I said in my last video, I said I might not trade on day 4 next day because every time I'm close, I try to push it a little too hard. And you see, I took that one more trade and instantly paid for it. And then I ended up hitting max loss for the day. So that basically canceled out the gains that I made on day 3. This is something that, like I said, this is why I started this challenge, to hold myself accountable. And that's why I'm taking y'all on a ride with me, because I know somebody out there can relate. The non-perfect traders out there that struggle sometimes with psychology, like when you try to pass a challenge, it's a lot to get over that, to pass a challenge and then also get in that funded state and keep going, following your plan and not stepping outside of it. You see, this is literally what happens when I don't follow my system. Basically, what happened was we had a nice drop, right? And this whole time I was looking to get in here, but the price only tapped it one time and then it just freaking kept going. I missed out on getting in right here. So I was seeing sales from pre-market because it went up, it did that, and I also, there was a lot of liquidity basically from the overnight at the below. And once we pushed above the high for that news candle at 8:30, man, this was the perfect sell. Perfect, like really A+. But I'm over here like trying to be level-headed, and I'm like, okay, since it did not tap in again, and I missed this tap, I'm just gonna sit on the sidelines. And then it kept going and going and going. And I didn't enter at all for the sell over here. So it tapped into my 4-hour FVG zone and then it reversed. And I was looking for buys down here and I still was hesitating because in the back of my mind, I was like, when I'm close like this, I start trying to jump in and I'm like, am I just jumping in because it took this big sell and I'm trying to get part of the action? Or is it because, I see that it's doing what it's doing? And also I just didn't want to be wrong at that moment because I didn't want to erase my progress because I was so close. Right? So a lot of things happen. The psychology, when you get in close to that finish line, the pressure just starts getting heavy because it's like, you're almost there. Just let's kick it up a notch instead of going at the same pace. Like when you run in a marathon, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You don't want to pick it up near the finish line because then you'll get fatigued. You're almost at the finish line and you taking it overboard now. Now you're going to get fatigued and you're going to pass out. I should have just stuck to the process. But then I started to, honestly, I couldn't even tell you what was going on in my mind after this because the price action was so choppy then. I honestly thought it was gonna come back down and like take out this low. But as you can see, just looking at this chart, I should have been looking for buys still to at least come up to this fair value gap. What is this fair value gap? This is a 30-minute fair value gap. I should have at least been looking for it to come up to this 30-minute fair value gap, at least towards the mid, because it started to fail to swing lower. So we're making higher lows, higher highs. I should have been looking for buys, but yeah, my mind was gone completely at then. I'm just thinking about how I could have passed with this one move alone and all of that. It was just a mess. But enough talking. Let me get into the video for y'all because y'all gotta see this. Like, I had no business doing that. Breaking my rules and then messing up all my progress from the day before. So I'm gonna play my trade for y'all, okay? Check this out. So this is just basically when I went on tilt, right? I was looking to get the one more trade. I'm up 921. I need about $80 to pass. So let me get in one more trade. That one more trade gonna get you every time. I'm already up $500. Why am I looking for anything else? I should have just locked him up at this moment, right? Silly, silly, silly mistakes. All right, so I enter a sell right here after a massive drop. The market has already moved so much, but this was a break of a low. I was looking to continue. Got right back in. So I'm already down about 300. No, yeah, about 300, 400 from what I was just up. But I'm still in profit for the day. Okay. Got in a sell again right at the same area. I started trailing it, then it jumped up. Lord, it violated me. It flipped and it's about to slap me out of the market. Watch. Boom. Now I'm down for the day. So it's like the tilt. I felt the tilt and I didn't walk away. So that was just being that close. I know now what I have to do. If I'm gonna take a trade, make it one trade, small size. I get in bigger size here. I was just in 4 contracts for the last 2 trades. Now I'm in 5, trying to make back everything I lost and get back in profit. But no, the market wasn't having that. The market knows when you're trying to make your profits back. And when you're trying to make that little extra $80, it knows. And it takes your stop loss every time because you ain't had no business getting back in the market after you made decent gains for the day. Look at that. Got back in like a crackhead, just itching for that next hit. And moving my stop loss, already breaking rules. Look at that. It was wilding. And now it's edging my stop loss, just itching to tap it. The market is officially bullish because we already made 4, 5 higher lows. And here I go, jumping in, trying to make a quick $80. That's what happens when you're trying to pass and you just taking a quick trade just because. That's exactly what happens. That's why it's so important to stick to your plan. Brother, this just highlights the fact that I tell you all the time. It's important to have consistency over time and building discipline and building that discipline muscle so you don't make those type of mistakes. When you feel that tilt coming on, you just lock yourself out or walk away, because I felt it. I felt it after I got in that one more trade, and then after I lost the majority of my gains for the day. And I still didn't walk away because I'm like, I could do it. I could get it back. This ain't nothing. The market is moving. These candles are big. Like, these candles moving like 50, 70 points at once. But unfortunately, it was too much going on in my psychology. And honestly, I should have locked it out before I even tapped a trade. Because after that big move and I missed out on it, and I'm thinking about how I could have passed had I gotten in it, I was already destined to mess up for the day. And somehow I got, a decent gain, but that was even more reason I should have just locked it out. Just entering the day, the energy was just a little bit off. Even me saying I wasn't planning on trading, I should have had that intention and not even open the chart. But I still showed up. I mean, I'm always going to give it a fair chance if the opportunity presents itself. But yeah, no good. That was no good. So we go again tomorrow. We go again the next day. You know, we keep going. We don't give up, but we just work to do better next time. So hit that like button if you like this video, my vulnerability. You can relate to being super close and then just messing up, like just doing some foolishness, some dumb stuff. And subscribe. You want to see day 5. All right, I'll see y'all on the next one, and have a good evening.